Guys, a few days ago, I was watching some Moist Critical on my way to my 9 to 5 maintenance man job at a high dollar senior living apartment complex where they pay 5 to 6 grand a fucking month for a 2-bedroom piece of shit place to live. Now, let me go ahead and emphasize, while I was on my drive listening to Moist Critical, he was talking about the millionaire crypto guy who hit it big and ended up dropping 60 grand, 60 doubloon, $60,000 on an OnlyFans girl named Ruby Rose. Now, Ruby is a OnlyFans creator, and at the time of this video that I was watching, or the time that I was starting to research the story, he didn't seem like he was as unhinged as he is now. When the story was first unfolding, he had donated, paid for, $60,000 worth of content to Ruby Rose and ended up meeting with her as a fluke, as a random encounter. Dungeons and Dragons, roll the d20, you bump into your stalker. Now, I don't believe for a goddamn second, now her stalker's name is Brandon, do not associate him with other Brandons. I think, obviously, he knew what he was doing. He went to meet her on purpose because now, here are some of the screenshots that just dropped that are fucking mega unhinged, okay? What are you doing tonight? Why aren't you answering me? I thought we had a genuine connection. Ruby, why aren't you answering me? I have invested so much money into our relationship. I am in love with you. Why won't you love me? I would do anything for you. I would fly anywhere for you to be with you, blah, blah, blah. All this nonsense. Okay, let's just go ahead and point out the obvious, guys. Let's point out the obvious. This guy used to be on what I believe to be an old MTV show for addiction. Long story short is they associated this guy with someone who was on an old show, an addiction show, who claimed to have a porn addiction, and it seems like that may be right because he took that porn addiction and fucking ran with it all the way up to stalking a person. This is high-level incel behavior. Now, we're not going to get into a ton of these screenshots. I just wanted to talk about a lot of them. Because as you see here, you can read it if you want. You can pause the video. This is an enormous fucking screenshot of just shit. Of just going on and on, pledging his love to a stranger that he doesn't even know online. See, this is where he starts really getting with it. Please tell me you are just very busy and not seeing my texts right now. Please, I cherish every second I was with you. I adore you. You are the reason I wake up every morning. I have no purpose without you. You are my rock. Guy, you are not dating Ruby Rose. She is an OnlyFans creator. She does this for money. She does not do this to make genuine relationships or connections. People like this are so dangerous because you are so unhinged and out of touch with reality and the reality of a situation. Your relationship with Ruby Rose is not an emotional one, and you are taking it to an emotional and personal level that is just beyond comprehension for regular people. You need to grow up and learn that the world does not revolve around you just because you gave an OnlyFans creator $60,000, which is now, I believe, up to $90,000. You are a fucking dumbass. I'm sorry, that's what you are. You're stupid. And the best thing for you to do is to admit it and move on. God, rereading these has got me fucked, man. This is sad. This is incredibly sad. This whole thing is incredibly sad. And again, I'm not going to read every single bit of these text messages to you. I'm not going to be the narrator today. I'm really not into big time storytelling right this second, but I am going to say there is no story here. This man is just sad. That is the story. He is a sad man. This is a shorter story than the goddamn red wheelbarrow. It is super depressing. It is so fucked because this isn't even the tip of the iceberg for how sad this gets. Is the fact that he ended up getting a tattoo of Ruby Rose, a big ass tattoo of Ruby Rose. Tat my face on you so you know it's real. He needs to just super get a restraining order on this guy. This is extremely disturbing behavior. Needless to say, if you're ever somehow managing to become in this deep with an OnlyFans creator, okay, seek help. Genuinely, seek help. This guy is so unbelievably fucked. Dropped 90 grand on an OnlyFans creator and expected her to just love him. How do you expect people to just love you because you give them money? That is not how that is. I understand you may feel like that they are for you, or you feel like this. Your feelings aren't always valid. That's something that I had to think about when I had like my first few loves, like this has to be forever. I need it to be. This is my person for me. Poetry. Oh God. No, shut the fuck up. It has to be it's not just a one-sided thing. It has to be a two-sided thing. She has to want the same thing with you. That is obviously not happening in this situation. That is so incredibly blatant in the amount of the grief that this man is going through with the stages of grief. Literally, this man is in the denial stage, big time denial and anger. I just so much lashing out right now. You are famous right now for being a stalker. It is pathetic. This is insane. Do not go out and recreate this behavior, because this is nothing new, guys. This is nothing new. This is something that men and other incels have been doing for centuries. It doesn't have to just be a social media thing. It is not specifically a social media or technological issue. It is not that. What it actually is, it is a social issue where men do not know or do not understand how to talk to women. They don't know how to be friends with women. They don't know how to take no for an answer, or to take silence as a hint. They like to hang on or cling to this belief that it's going to happen. It's not. You need to get it through. You need to teach your sons. Teach your nieces, nephews. Do not accept this behavior. Teach them how to treat a woman properly, and teach them how to treat other people, just men in general, properly. This is a super big social problem, a social problem that has branched out to many different, a variety of different corners on the spectrum of American and just modern society in general. We have a social issue in this world, and it's because a lot of people have been isolated. We are isolated more than ever. We have our computers and we have our screens, but what do we have around us? How often do you get out and go and actually socialize? How often do you get out and meet people and talk to them? How much social skill do you have? What is your occupation? Do you do interviews? Do you take care of clients? Do you provide a service? There is so many things that you need to learn in life in order to develop the emotional intelligence, in order to have that emotional intelligence so that you're smart enough to know, okay, I shouldn't continue this, as opposed to just believing this is for you. This has to be this relationship has to work, Well, anyway, guys, leave a like, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in this video. Thank you. Goodbye. Complete.